If you are exhausted from watching attorneys freak out over what is yet another irrevocably democracy-altering decision from the Supreme Court of the United States, you are going to hate this video. All right? Because after Trump v. United States, we are on DEFCON fucking 1 over here. Setting aside the implications for Donald John Trump and his criminal trial, what the majority of the Supreme Court has decided here is that former presidents are absolutely immune from criminal prosecution for acts done in furtherance of the president's core constitutional powers. Now, quick reminder from the high school civics lesson you undoubtedly slept through, the president's core constitutional powers include executing the laws of Congress, being commander-in-chief of the military during times of war, granting pardons, appointing ambassadors, etc. The Supreme Court also granted some immunity for what it called official acts, although it did not go on to define these. What this means, in short, is that a former president cannot be criminally prosecuted for crimes committed in office, as long as those crimes are tangentially related to the president's core constitutional powers. Let me give you an example. Let's say a president is accepting bribes in the form of PlayStation Store credits in exchange for granting criminal pardons. Makes sense, right? This new Elden Ring DLC is like $40. It's a DLC, bro. I don't care how cool it is. Should not be that expensive. Well, because granting pardons falls within the president's core constitutional powers, the president is immune from criminal prosecution for bribery, right? And the president can be impeached by the House and removed from office from the Senate. But if the president makes it to the end of his or her term without anyone finding out, the president will not suffer any consequences whatsoever for committing bribery in office. Where this gets really scary and chilling is when you remember that one of the president's core constitutional powers is calling up troops in the event that the nation is being attacked. Now, let's say a president decides that the nation is being attacked and calls up SEAL Team 6 to remove the attackers. Who's attacking the nation? It's the president's political rivals in Congress. Now, because the president has no political rivals in Congress, it is extremely unlikely that they will be impeached and removed from office. And even after their term ends, they will not have any criminal prosecution for murder. Well, holy shit, Andrew, this sounds insane. The majority must have at least had a very good reason for deciding this way. They did not. The majority's reasoning was they didn't want the president's decision-making to be hampered by the fear of future criminal prosecution. Now, to be clear, my opinion is that everyone's decision-making should be hampered by the fear of future criminal prosecution. Can I be criminally prosecuted if I do this is one of the things you should definitely take into account when you are making decisions. I also want to be clear about another thing. We are not cooked yet, but we're in the pot, and the stove is on, and the water, it do be getting hot.